Once again, 3 3-minute rounds and only one fall, one submission or knockout is going to decide the winner. Introducing in the red corner, the British light heavyweight champion, Alan Kilby. His opponent, the firm favourite to win the 8-man battle royal. So he says, in the blue corner from Amarillo, Texas, Ted Heath. Referee, Mr. Ken Joyce.
Thank you, Brian. And it's Ken Joyce, the referee in this one. Ken Joyce of Rushden, Northamptonshire, the former welterweight champion of Europe. Contestants here, Texas Ted Heath, originally from Leeds but lived 12 years in Amarillo, Texas, and his opponent Alan Kilby, the light heavyweight champion of Great Britain.
Seconds away, round one.
Yes. Al Kilby's second, Jimmy Lappers, right there in his corner. And another three-minute round contest. One fall to decide it. The light heavyweight champion of Great Britain, Al Kilby, in the ordinary trunks with the initials down the side. And Texas Ted Heath, who we've only seen once on television a few months ago. But apart from that, 12 years he's been away in Amarillo, Texas. Yes, there are going to be a few forearm uppercuts here.
English rules here, not American.
One of these two men could easily win the battle royal that follows these 4 solo bouts. I go for Al Kilby myself, but Ted Heath goes for Ted Heath. I cannot see him, strong as he is, lasting out against a man like Kilby, but still, we'll see. He thought he was getting a little back, and he wasn't. Up from the knees. Against it, rolling out against it. Kilby, the deaf wrestler from Sheffield, of course. One of the most popular wrestlers in the business today.
Come on, sir. Ask him.
The double-handed wrist lever, giving the advantage both times.
Come on.
Now Ted Heath going for the hand rather than the wrist, and the knee drop under the throat. 30 seconds to go, round one.
5.
Timed that one better, Heath. Well, he seems to be standing there waiting for some more. The back shot got him, but right on the bell of round one. You can't follow it up. Even if he got a pinfall there, he had no chance of it counting. Ken Joyce would never allow a follow-up like that when his man on the deck. Texas Ted Heath, nice to see him back in this country for a while. He's over here for a few weeks, I understand. He used to play pro rugby one time for Doncaster and Keighley and Bramley. Quite a tough character, one.
Seconds away, round two.
Round two. And he's trying to come in with the same action as he finished the last round.
1, 2, 3. I'll show you what it's all about in
He's obviously not going to rely too much on wrestling skill, although I know he's got plenty. There's the back. That back shot can do so much damage, and it's weakened Kilby for a bit. Oh, is he laying it on there? Oh, yes. That could slow Heath down a bit. Didn't land. The mule kick off the ropes. That's a typical Kilby move. And the crutch hold. Slam. All the way down. Got the leg tight. And it must be it. So let's see if Ted Heath lasts longer in the 8-man battle royal than he has in this solo contest. Kilby the winner by the 1-4 required in round 2.
In round 2, the winning fall, Alan Kilby.
And here's how it happened. Kilby tried to kid us all, including his opponent, that he was weakened much more than he was. Goes for that crotch hold, slams his man, follows up with the left leg, pulled right up so he's got no chance of getting the shoulder blades off.
And once again, it's 3 3-minute rounds, 1 fall, 1 submission or a knockout's going to decide the winner. In the red corner from Silsden near Keighley, King Ben. And the man of mystery, in the blue corner, El Diablo.
I have no idea where he's from, what weight he is, or anything about him at all, because he just would not talk to me. This masked wrestler, El Diablo. King Ben, of course, his opponent we know very well. That last wrestler from Silsden near Keighley. Yorkshireman, of course, 13 stone 2 of him, waiting patiently in the center of the ring for something to happen. And Ken Joyce is the referee on this one. So certainly a big fella, powerful looking man, all right. But King Ben's wrestling skill should worry him more than somewhat, I should think.
Seconds away, round 1.
Round 1 again of 3 3-minute rounds. 1 fall decides it. And King Ben will have to watch himself for the inside moves here, I think. Judging by that opening effort on the ropes. Hey, again on the ropes. Ben likes attacking from the rear, but he's got a backhammer on now. But he walked into, he allowed that to happen. He put his head far too close. That back elbow caught him. Nice throw, Ben. Lovely rolling arm. And another beauty. Front head chancery. He told the break. But the man, whether he speaks English or not, I don't know. He won't break. Ben getting a little angry with him already. I think he's going to get more so before the end of this one. Notice that Diablo's got one big bandage on his left thumb. I don't know how much trouble that's going to cause him. He's holding the pressure points pretty well. So it can't be too much problem for him. Ben took him off neatly, and half the bandage has come away anyway now. 1 minute to go in this first round of 3. Oops. Perfectly legal, that. And the back elbow.
1, 2, 3.
to the throat. But that's not legal. That's the first one that isn't. That move. And that's the second. This man is not only on the deck, but through the ropes as well. So Ben will handle it from outside. And there's going to be a fight outside the ring here, which of course is quite illegal. I think the referee will have to stop it. You know, give him one chance to get back nearly. 20 seconds to go in this first round. 15 now, and if it gets going again, it's just about will before the bell goes, I think. And another low punch there by Diablo, right on the bell of round one. Well, they don't seem to have heard that bell, which seemed to be pretty loud to us here at ringside. And a public warning. Must be a public warning, if not disqualification, I should think. Ken Joyce is just the man to do it if he's going to get a quick disqualification with no warnings. No, he gets a public warning first. Another chance.
El Diablo receives his first public warning.
And will receive his second any moment now, I should think, because this is the interval, believe it or not.
Seconds away, second round.
Round two. 1-4 decides this, remember. And if King Ben's going to have trouble getting back into the ring at all. This man, obviously, not used to freestyle wrestling at all. He doesn't know the rules at all. He doesn't want to follow them if he does. Nice drop kick in the top rope. Probably not. Oh, punch right to the stomach now then. And the follow-up, sure, the referee can see, that's for sure. King Joyce trying to pull him off and gets kicked off by Ben unintentionally. That could be uncomfortable. Well, Ben wants to try that in the 8-man battle royal later on, because that's just the rules of the game. Get your man over the top rope. Flying tackle out of cross press, and he must have him here. Surely, yes, he's got him. In round two, Ben the winner by the 1-4 required. I thought that we were in for disqualification then, but Ben took it into his own hands to deal with it in his own way.
And round two, the winner, King Ben.
So Ben happy about being a much heavier guy, obviously. And here is how he did it. Rushes for the flying tackle. Gets his man off balance by the turn. Grabs the leg and completes the cross press. There it is, no problem at all. Shoulder blades tight down.
This contest, ladies and gentlemen, will be over 6 5-minute rounds. The first fall, submission or knockout to decide the winner. Introducing again from London, champion Mike Marino. And on my right, Man Mountain Moran. Thank you.
Hello again, grapple fans. Good afternoon to you, and here at the King George's Hall in Blackburn, up here in Lancashire, another freestyle session, and a very special one because this is the start of a heavyweight contest. And when I mean contest, I mean tournament, because there are 4 big men here this afternoon. Big Jim Moran, Mike Marino, and 2 others who've just left the ring, which will be meeting as opponents later, Shirley Crabtree of Halifax and Kendo Nagasaki from who knows where, because he never talks to me. But Moran versus Marino, 6 5-minute rounds, 1-4 to decide, and here we go with round 1 any second. Now Mike Marino, the skillful mid-heavyweight, the champion of Great Britain at mid-heavyweight at 14 stone 13. Oh, and in trouble already, the ropes gone already. The first blow struck, and immediately the top rope is gone. Mike Marino nearly went over, and it could have been a very unpleasant accident there. Moran threw him, and Mike Marino very nearly went out over the top, and that could have been rather nasty. Let's Stan Ryland says.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll bear with us a few moments, please. Thank you.
Well, it's a big question now with this top rope going as to whether they're going to restart the round. Mike Marino having his lip checked because he'd already a little damage from that. What a heck of a start to an afternoon's tournament. Anyway, they seem to be fixing the ring on the opposite corner. There it is on the right. The referee and a couple of ring hands there, plus seconds, all working on it. And let's hope that next time it lasts a little longer. See how the crowd are behaving, as they're probably going to start slow hand clapping and stamping pretty soon if this goes on for very much longer, because they've been looking forward to this tournament. In fact, it's a very good house here at the King George's Hall, Blackburn. There they are, rather amused by it at the moment. But I don't suppose Mike Marino is very amused by his near disaster there, because that could have been pretty unpleasant. Anyway, there he is, calm as always, looking hands on hips, waiting to take on this giant of 6'7".
My apologies to you all. We'll start again the first round. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Townkeeper.
And so here we go properly this time, without any mishaps, we hope, for the first round of 6 5-minute rounds in this preliminary bout in a heavyweight competition tournament here at the King George's Hall, Blackburn. Mike Marino at mid-heavyweight, taking on a man a great deal heavier than him and a great deal taller. Big Jim Moran, 6'7" 21 stone. There he is from somewhere in the north in Yorkshire, but he doesn't talk to me much. You remember the man who used to be Gargantua, now is Big Jim Moran, and he still won't talk to me too much about details of where he comes from. Anyway, Mike Marino, the skillful Londoner, former from Milan, is going to have trouble here today in this preliminary contest. He's got an awful lot of height and weight against him. They can see the difference there. Mike Marino is already a big fella, 14 stone 13 of him, but Moran really makes him look a little bit of a midget here. And Moran, of course, is going to use his pure strength and weight all the time he can. So all Marino knows about wrestling, which is one heck of a lot, is going to have to come into action pretty soon here. Double wrist lock backhammer from Moran. Moran, the big man in the lighter trunks. Ernest Baldwin, the referee. Ernest Baldwin, the former heavyweight champion of Great Britain, there as third man in the ring. Each time Moran going in with a strength hold so far. Marino turned it to a side headlock, but he still got it. And that's what the crowd think of Marino starting to attack just a little bit for the first time in this bout. Just a couple of minutes to go in this first round of 6. And remember, the first fall is the one that counts here. Backbreaker to Moran. Nice turn. Beautiful hip throw, rolling hip throw by Marino. With all that weight, not bad. 21 stone he was rolling then. Side headlock this time to Moran. But Marino, his usual get out from the side headlock. Dangerous, but he's already got a couple of cauliflower ears, so he won't worry him too much. There's the difference in height. Just about up to Moran's shoulder. Less than a minute to go now, round one. And that's on the corners, surely a warning for that, but only private. Half a minute left, and the forearm smashes. Thick and fast now from Big Jim Moran. Eight seconds. Well, that's quite what complaint Moran had, but anyway, let's go and have a look at Mike Marino, this master craftsman, this perfect technician in the mid-heavyweight bracket, has been the champion and of the mid-heavyweight range for so long now, and defended his title on so many occasions, but nobody has ever taken it off him yet. Mike Marino, one of the finest and most experienced technicians in the ring today. But can he give away all this weight to his opponent this afternoon?
Seconds out, round two.
Round two, and of course no score in this first semi-final, the heavyweight tourney between Big Jim Moran and Mike Marino, because one fall decides it, and it's Moran again, the great big giant from somewhere in northern England. Using strength holds again, the comparative light Mike Marino. Marino giving away 6 stone 1 pound here, and that is quite enough to give away without the hair pulling. And referee Ernest Baldwin pulling him off by the ears, the only way he'll take any paying attention. Oh yeah, and Marino going in there with a fist to the stomach. But the rest were forearms, and the referee allowing a certain amount of it. And that is Big Jim Moran in the light trunks there, for once back to canvas. Fist thudding into Marino's bridge of his nose. Still blindsided for the referee, though. Now, of course, it's the heel of the hand going in until the referee caught him that time. Or did he? Short range jabs really short because Moran was holding him with his left hand behind the neck. Back elbow to the top of the head. But Ernest Baldwin there reminding him to allow his opponent up before he continues a move. fingers where the... Oh, caught in that time. Dodged that nicely. And the forearm went through a wrist. A wrist caught the corner post there. Right. Yes, the heel of the hand there because the ref's in sight. But not sure about that one when he wasn't. Just a couple of minutes to go now in this round 2 of 6. Well, we can see that when he clenches his fist, but of course he changes the action altogether when the referee comes around the side. The crowd know it, the cameras know it, you at home know it, but the referee can't always know it. He cannot be everywhere. Mike Marino just doesn't know how to tackle this man. Even if he keeps the rules, he's got a heck of an uphill job there. 6 stone is a lot to give away. Marino's somehow going to have to bring this skill into prominence soon. Less than a minute now, round 2. That's more like it. That's the more distant move that Marino wants. That'll slow him up. That's more like it now. If Marino can use that sort of distant skill of his. Attacking from quite a way away. And he's caught again. Marino has just got to keep clear of this big fella from the close-in strength hold somehow. And he's turned it on the backhammer, lean back backhammer, but he hasn't got time to take really advantage of it in this round. Well, big Jim Moran, there he is. What an advantage to have. His height, as we've said, 6'7". 21 stone in weight against his opponent's 14-13, and a mere 5'11½". Mike Marino looking like a midget here. The question is, can his opponent deal with this onrush of attacking moves by pure strength?
Seconds out, round 3.
Round 3, 4 rounds to go. 1 fall decides this first semi-final. The heavyweight tourney here at Blackburn King George's Hole. Big Jim Moran versus Mike Marino. Marino in the black trunks. No, he's got too close again, Marino. Caught in a semi-Japanese stranglehold already, but out of it. Chancery now to Marino. Well, a punch to the stomach. And surely the referee spotted that. He did, yes, he gets a public warning for it.
In round 3, Moran receives his first public warning.
And Marino a little bit angry following that, and who can blame him? Left back elbow on the head, just got him out of it. Quick thinking by Marino there. And a hair again. And he was caught again. Referee spotted that. Oh, nice reverse grapevine. They look at that terrific grapevine from the raftray by Marino. Caught his balance perfectly, enabling him to turn the arm into a backhammer. Moran goes for the ropes to get out of trouble to get the break. The referee, of course, forced to give the break if the ropes are interfering with the match in any way. Double arm, Moran. Doesn't even bother to close his hands behind to make a full Nelson out of it. Takes the wrists instead. Now, has Marino got a counter for this? Turn. And beautifully done. Exactly the same thing on a reverse, but of course Moran again races for the ropes. It's a great pity that moves like that don't get a public warning. Oh, the butt didn't help Marino at all. He shouldn't have tried that one. Didn't get his head down in time at all. 2 minutes to go, round 3. One public warning against Moran, but of course no score because one fall counts. The first fall is the one. Nice turn. Marino didn't even have to do the forearm again. Saw Moran falling towards him. Joe just let him fall. Side headlock to Moran, gets his man back to canvas again. It's the third time he's had Marino in this position. One minute to go. Third. Use of the Marino legs coming into action again on a counter. Held scissors near the ropes. But not too near yet. .30 seconds. Turn from the head scissors. Good one. But can he get the pinfall in the next 12 seconds? That's all he's got. Five seconds. He's too late this time. Marino definitely not doing a Les Kellett there. He definitely did not hear the bell there. He was a little bit too busy and too excited, and the crowd were also pretty excited as well. So Mike Marino, there he is, and of course everybody here in this packed hall at Blackburn hoping that he can stand up to this guy for another 3 rounds at least and get into the final of this heavyweight tournament.
Seconds out, round 4.
Round 4, 3 to go. One fall to decide. Moran versus Marino. Marino in the black trunks. There's Moran. And use his fist so many times now, but always so that the referee can't spot him. Or all except once. He's got one public warning against him. Marino turning it in the side headlock. Yep, missed it. He went over the top, and Marino follows him down quickly for the cross press. Can he hold that? He has. So Big Jim Moran not looking quite so big anymore. Marino comes out the winner of this semi-final by the 1-4 required in round 4, and goes through to the final, which we will be seeing next Saturday afternoon on television. Stan Rylance, our MC.
In round 4, ladies and gentlemen, by the only fall required, your winner, Mike Marino. He was very lucky. He says that you were very lucky, Mike. I can't agree with him, I'm afraid.
Gorgeous George only.
You wish to speak, do you? All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm sure that everybody here tonight knows of Kendo Nagasaki's feats in the past. He has beaten big men, he has beaten strong men. And tonight he is matched against a very big man, who I know Nagasaki will defeat in his usual, inimitable fashion, to prove that here indeed is go away, the greatest wrestler in the world today, the mighty, masked and mysterious King Kendo Nagasaki.
This contest, ladies and gentlemen, it is the second in the super heavyweight knockout class. It is again over 6 5-minute rounds. The first fall, submission or knockout to decide the winner. Introducing on my left the masked star, Kendo Nagasaki with Gorgeous George. And on my right, ladies and gentlemen, at 25 stone, the blonde giant, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, of course, alias Shirley Crabtree of Halifax, 24.5 stone or just over. I don't know whether he's weighed himself in the last, just for this special bout, but it doesn't really matter because he'll never reach 14 stone 13, which is the lower limit of the heavyweight bracket, so his weight doesn't really matter. Somewhere around the 25 stone. There's Kendo Nagasaki at a mere 16.5 stone, his opponent here this afternoon in this second semi-final of the heavyweight tournament. Gorgeous George, his manager, is always with him, introducing him and nearly always arguing with the referee and MC and the crowd. There's a lot of ritual to go through yet with Kendo Nagasaki before you'll even think of starting round one. With the sword, the salt throwing, the old sumo Japanese style wrestling ritual. And complaining that he's not allowed to go through with that. That's what the trouble is. His manager saying he must go through the ritual, and the referee saying no time for that, get on with the bout. Round one, and Shirley Crabtree, the Big Daddy, agrees. George wants him to. Shirley Crabtree there doesn't want him to. The referee doesn't want him to. He's got his salt, I think, although he's going to compromise a little bit. and to bowing to his own corner as well, spreading the salt. And George still won't get out of the ring despite the referees. Finally, the referee, I think, has won his point, and any second now, with luck, we'll go ahead with round one.
Round one.
There we go. 6 5-minute rounds, 1 fall to decide. Identification, no problem here. Big D, Big Daddy, Shirley Crabtree, there he is. The ex-Coldstream Guardsman. And everybody here wanting to see Nagasaki lose, because he's always sworn that he'll take that mask off when he loses. And once we saw him lose, and he raced the ring out of the ring before they could get the mask off him. So I don't think they're sure that he'll keep his word on that. But Nagasaki, this one, rather like Mike Marino earlier, giving away a lot of poundage here. 16.5, 24.5. Sounds like about 8 stone to me. Oh, the knee came up right. The knee came up dead right, but Nagasaki went down a bit wrong. And it was Crabtree really throwing him about now. Posting him with one hand. And a headbutt. And Nagasaki considerably weakened as early as this, an unusual sight. The flyer, but Big Daddy's body was there, just like a brick wall, and he bounces off. What an enormous man this Shirley Crabtree is. Loving every minute of it at the moment. Big grin on his face. Very unusual to see Kendo Nagasaki in this position. And it's Kendo clean out of the ring onto our tail. Here he is, right with us here. And back in the ring in time. No damage done out here, fortunately. We escaped that. And Big Daddy now trying to take the mask off, but he'll never do it. Big Daddy's got some tape. He's trying to pull it up, but he won't get it past the nose. That's where Bobby Howes once did it as far as that, but he'd never get it past the nose. And the lift, and a possible submission left here by this enormous man from Halifax. Very weakened now, Nagasaki, but still the mask only up as far as the top of the mouth, but a nice backhanded chop to follow up. Illegal. Oh, no, legal. He allows it. He allows it. The referee allowed it, I think. And Nagasaki crawling round over our table to get back into the ring or to go back to his dressing room. He's got his mask still on. He's won the bout. So he goes into the final against Mike Marino next Saturday afternoon. You'll see on television on World of Sport.
He's submitted then.
Well, there's a turn up for the
In 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, the first round, by the only fall required, your winner, Kendo Nagasaki.
Kendo Nagasaki, the winner by the 1 fall required in round 1, despite Crabtree knocking him all over the place. Nagasaki gets the full, though, of course, Big Daddy doesn't agree with it at all and has followed him back to the dressing room. But that's it.